I'm going to let you guys see exactly how we leverage Facebook ads. And Facebook ads is such an amazing opportunity for service businesses because if you know what you're doing, it literally allows you to make so much more money and get so much more clients for your business. It also lets you not only get clients, but providers if you use it properly. Right now, I don't run any ads for that because we don't actually need any more of them. We get so many referrals that it literally is enough. And there is actually a better source for us to get them than Facebook. But back in the day, it was still a great source to get more if we needed them. But this video, I'll go ahead and specifically show you how we leverage this to get more clients. So this could be used for home cleaning, poop scooping, mobile detailing. I mean, any service business could leverage Facebook to get more of them. So I'll go ahead and show you how to start them, and I'll go ahead and show you how to actually set up your ads a little bit and things like that. So when you look at what we have here, I'll show you 3 campaigns that we run. Okay. And the better, the longer you're in business, the better results you're going to have. I'll show you why in just a second. And this is why I actually talk about, you know, um, why I talk about branding, and you get rewarded the longer you are in business. It's, when you go into business, this is not something like it's a shortcut to making money. No, it's actually a long life decision that over a long period of time gets better and better and more rewarding. And this is the same thing that you'll see here. So you'll see a great example of that. So let's go ahead and look at the 3 campaigns. So we have 3 campaigns that we run. One is strictly remarketing. As you can see, 296 purchases across $37 that we spent per purchase. And that's amazing because one, they go straight to the book now page and they book, which means they don't speak to anybody. And two, we collect abandoned carts. So this actually doesn't show you the full picture. We had to, I don't necessarily track that stuff exactly, but if I had to guess, this would go down in half because of all the abandoned carts of people that actually show up on here. And we convert that didn't convert straight to the book now, and we call them. And two, all the people that call us directly from the ads that never show up under reports, right? So this is something that's amazing because imagine getting a client for 20 bucks, even 37 would be amazing because if that person becomes reoccurring, like I mentioned in my other video, some of our top paying customers spend, over $20,000 in profit with us across lifetime. Imagine getting a person that, made you $20,000 for 37 bucks, right? That literally pays itself off so many times I can't even actually tell you. And this is the power of marketing, and which you have to understand. You cannot just, think of it, oh wow, I spent, $200 today, and I only got 200 back, which means zero came from it. That's the wrong approach. That's a horrible approach because long term that client will make you more. On top of it, you could get reviews out of that person, which is a valuable asset to your business and things you should be doing, right? So like this is something that I want you guys to see so that you guys can set it up properly. So this is a remarketing campaign. So this is people that actually visited us, booked with us before. They all get remarketed and you get results like that. Okay. Now this other one here is different. This one is cold. So this is still doing a great job, and it's in the beginning phases of testing. So what happens is that one, we set this at a low budget, usually, okay, $10. And this is how we do all of our campaigns. You don't want to set it at $1,000 because I don't think that's the right approach. You set it low for a month, two, let it run, and it will go ahead and get data. If it's working well, you start to up the budget, right? And how we did it is we actually set things up. It's the same ads. Actually, it's the same ads for all 3, but the audiences are different. So again, this is remarketing. This is for people that already are warm. They hit your website and maybe we're about to book, maybe cart abandonment, things like that. So that's much cheaper of an acquisition. They already know of you. And then here are lookalike audiences that you build from the people that already booked your services. And for us, this is much easier because we've been in business for a very long time. We have a huge list. We have a list of people that spend this amount of money with us. So what you do is, the longer you're in business, you take that list and then you'll go into Facebook, right? You will need to, I'm not going to show exactly how to do that. You'll have to figure out how to do that. But you basically have to go and build a lookalike audience. So take, if you use Stripe, you pull the data. For ours, exactly, it's customers who spent, I believe it was $2,000. Let's see. Where were they? Should be somewhere here. So cold. See, it is, yep. So KOM customers would spend 2,000 plus. Okay, so we took a list of all of our customers that spent at least $2,000 a lifetime from the very beginning, right? And if your list, if you've been longer in business, you'll have a longer list. And Facebook really works well if you have a list of at least 500 people on that list. Ours is much bigger, but you take that list and then you put it in Facebook and then you tell Facebook, hey, I want you to find more people like that, okay? And those are the two audiences that we have here. We have 1% lookalike, which is the 1% of people that are closest to that audience. And then we have 3% that we made separately that is a little bit further away. So it opens up more people. For example, this one I think was like 2 million plus. If you localize it, since it's only in Chicago, will get very local. Then it makes it a little bit less. And then, of course, if you do 3%, it will open it up because it will go a little bit more broad. And then you start testing. So you can do this, you could do it 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, and test it across, couple months and see. For us, we're in the beginning and we've been doing Facebook ads forever for our businesses. So we kind of know what to look for. But we kind of start here. We want to go as close as possible and then a little further away just to get an idea if it's going to be close, right? And if we're able to scale both of them that way, right? So we'll go ahead and do that. And then what you will do is, again, run it for 2 months or so. We've been running at 250, so it's almost a month now, right? 250, about 300 will be 1 month at $10 per day. And we see, okay, so now I already start to see that this is working very well. This is amazing result for cold for people that haven't heard. Now we start to scale this up, okay? And how do you scale this up? Well, the best approach that we found is to increase 10% of the budget across 3 or 4 days. Okay, so 10% will be $1. So today I could go, but after a month we'll probably do this, and we'll say, okay, this one is both of these are working really well, but let's just increase this one for now and do $1. Okay, so this one will run $1 higher in maybe 4 or 5 days. We have time. We're not in a hurry. Let's say we do this in a week, and that's the beauty of not being in a rush in business, because a lot of people are like, let's go, it's not fast enough, we need to make more money. Sometimes that hurts you more than it helps you, okay? Like I've seen so many people increase ads super quickly, start the budget at $100, and usually beginners will fall for this trap. Not people that are making money, because they're already more stable, they have enough money coming in to support themselves, savings, all that good stuff. They have more time and they tend to win more because they have more freedom, more patience, and all of that good stuff. And that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. And so again, 7 days, we'll increase it again to maybe 10%, which would be $12, then maybe $13. So over another month or so, we'll increase it to $20 and see how it's performing. And now, you have to see how much are you willing to pay? So let's say if we're willing to pay $200 per customer, how far can we take this? How high can we increase it before the conversion cost per result skyrockets, right? If if you're at $50 per day and it's still at $100 and you're willing to pay that, you leave it at that, right? And then you see how far you can take it. Usually, the longer you run this, the better the performance is actually going to be, because there's going to be a lot of data. Okay, so this is important. Another thing is, and if you watch my other videos, you have to make sure, like for me, you want to take them to the booking form. And what's important is people will tell you the landing page is the best. You always want to take them to the landing page. But the landing page can be your booking form if you structure it properly for the highest conversions, which you should do that anyways. And this makes your life easier, because if you structure things properly, people come here, they book. If they don't, if they don't book, you still capture the information and you could call them later. Go to your leads module inside Booking Koala, nurture them properly, make sure you watch the videos. If you need help, join the 10K system that I have as well. It will go ahead and show you how to do so many of these things in there as well, and so much more to make sure your business is structured properly. And you'll go from there, right? So make sure I take them to the booking form. Okay, if you're starting a service business or already run one, especially if you're not charging, thousands of dollars for your service. If you are, then that may be a little bit different. But if you're not, then this is a good strategy. You take them there and you convert them and you let them do things themselves. And a lot of the times people don't want to do that. They want to capture the information. But as I mentioned many times, wrong approach, because so many people today in a modern world where people want to see information, pricing up front, if you don't show it to them, they just leave, right? And Facebook ads will work good if you show them the pricing, you take them to the booking form, and you leverage this strategy and have patience and scale from there. Now you kind of know the data. I showed you a couple things here. I'm going to show you a peek inside of the ads that we use. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. You don't have to overcomplicate things. And things will get better, of course, as you are longer in business. That's the key part. Things get easier, more reviews. As long as you care about your brand, things get so much easier. And it pains me to see sometimes how people come into this, they rushed, and this is any business. They come in, they rush, and they think that, wow, I'm going to make so much money. Instead, it's harder at the beginning. They never get to the part where they actually can leverage, the brand and make tons and tons of money. And then they just hurt themselves, right? So let's go inside the ad. Both of these are the same. Okay, so as you can see, remarketing is not there. It's just cold. It's just a copy of this one, except for this one, cold is off. So here we'll show you exactly the ads. Nothing crazy. We have 4 different ads that run, and let them run so people see 4 different variations. 4 is a good sweet spot. I wouldn't necessarily go for more. And again, you're just letting Facebook target whoever they want to target based on the 1%. And don't overcomplicate things. Like a lot of people may tell you, it's not that complicated. And I remember, a lot of people teach crazy things just to confuse you. I remember, when I was in fitness, I mean, I still am, as you can see in the back, but not as heavy as I used to be. But back in the day, I would listen to people trying to sell you all sorts of stuff. That was just such terrible advice, trying to confuse you to overcomplicate things just so you buy their stuff. And it was nonsense. And it's the same thing here. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't fall for the trap where you have to do this placement only. You have to figure this out, the exact time to post. Just let Facebook do the heavy lifting for you. As you can see, here's the proof. We don't do anything. You just turn it on. And this is the same approach we use for almost anything. Don't overcomplicate things. It's usually easier than you think it is. It just requires more patience and more time. Okay. And so you do that, and then here are the ads. Nothing crazy, as you can see. I'll click more so you could see tens of thousands of cleanings completed, thousands of 5 stars reviews, 100% satisfaction guarantee, important pricing or instant pricing online, book and manage your booking 24/7, friendly customer service, book online or call, and experience a short video. And literally it's copied across all four of these, the same text, literally word for word. The only difference is the video and the images that are in there. And that's pretty much it there. Very straightforward, nothing crazy. If you're starting out, maybe you'll have some kind of discounts if you're already leveraging Facebook. And always keep in mind, I always say, when you're starting out, don't go after paid advertisement unless you know what you're doing. You've maybe grown a business before, you have extra income, because a lot of times people don't set everything up. You may get a client, but the whole back end is messed up and you lose them. And then what if you just spend your entire budget trying to acquire that person, and then all of a sudden, you know, they leave, right? You have to have everything set up properly. So getting your first couple clients will tell you that people are sticking, these clients are staying with you, and then later you can accelerate things with Facebook ads or a paid source. That's literally the key to starting and scaling a business. One of the keys, right? Then there's of course systems and all of that good stuff, but this is how you do it. If you guys want more help with things like this, again, join the 10K system. There should be a link somewhere where you guys can go ahead and start the business properly. I show you exactly what we do step by step so that you guys don't have to rebuild later, which could be costly, time consuming, all of that good stuff. So start properly and go there. I hope that this video gave you good insight of what to do. If you guys do have questions, let me know in the comments as well. Different topics that you would like to see. If you would like to see how I would set up remarketing or something like that, put it in below. I'll be making as many videos as possible for you guys to help you guys out. Okay, take care.